Need to wait for our Navy to get there. Man, we have a lot
Release
of
the
carriers.
Baltic states.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll release like, well, Germany currently owns those, but we'll release all of the countries that existed in 36 that have been taken over by the Soviet Union. I'm curious what's going to happen with the Axis by the time we get over there. It would be kind of a bummer if they were too weak to fight us.
They're gonna be beat to crap.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Alright, so the rest of my Marines... Oh, we gotta wait till they capture...
They've been at war for now a whole nother year than they were actually. I mean, they've got to be hurting.
Where is this fleet? It's not Cook. Okay, here they come. So once these guys are in position, we'll be able to freely naval invade. End all ability for the Soviets to project naval force into the Pacific. We've got a research slot open. We can spend it on jet engines. By the way, we do have an ace pilot named Maverick. James Maverick Arthur. So.
He just plays beach volleyball and kicks ass. That's all he does. When he's not shooting down commies, he's playing beach volleyball.
Homoerotic beach volleyball.
That is one of the most unintentionally hilarious scenes in movies, in my opinion.
Yes. There's a lot of those in early Tom Cruise. And semi-recent Tom Cruise.
And
well, very recent Tom Cruise, it's like he's made a rebound. Like, Edge of Tomorrow, that was a great fucking friggin' movie. Damn it, we almost made it the whole stream without violating YouTube's content policies.
Well, we'll have to beat that one out.
Yeah.
We have invested in some software techniques that allow us to conveniently place air horns.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 5 bombs now. Building them still about every 40 days. Are we still building reactors? Yeah, we're still building reactors. We need more reactors though. Let's throw some down in the northeast. New Jersey, of course. Great place for
Jersey. Throw a reactor in Jersey.
Yeah.
It's Jersey.
It's Jersey. Oh, we're not building factories. That's a significant thing that's wrong with the world right now. Military factories. We've almost hit saturation.
We are playing on Steam.
Yes. I think Steam is the only distribution service Paradox uses now.
Mr. Newell taking over the world, man.
Praise Gaben. Gaben. Mr. Gaben. Gaben in German actually means to give.
Gabe Newell's name said 3 times. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
There we go. I had this argument on Twitter recently. I feel like people just don't really care anymore.
Oh, the iron is so not hot.
Yeah, like they missed their window where like Half-Life 3 was the most hype thing in the universe, and it's like we still want to play it eventually, but
I mean, don't get me wrong.
We're just so sick of talking about it. Like,
its announcement would be hyped to all hell, and it would say very well. But if you're asking if I agree with you whether or not like, the iron has cooled off, it's cooled off.
Like
they missed their window for it to be.
It's the take a poo or get off the pot situation, and they have definitely been chosen to take a very long to sit in
drop a log.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna need to give you the handbook for cursing like Wolverine.
There you go.
There are a lot of euphemisms that you need to learn.
Okay, the Soviets no longer have any naval bases in the Pacific, so we shouldn't even have this going on anymore. Like, where are they even going to launch? If we look at the factions map mode, the closest naval base that belongs to the Comintern is Leningrad. Like, they really can't, unless they want to sail around the Arctic Circle, they cannot attack us navally anymore. So I might even get rid of the Alaska Defense Force, because unless they have some sort of blitz planned to take us out right quick and counterattack. Like, even if they started just carpet-dropping nukes across all of our divisions in Siberia, there's only so many of them that they can hit in a short amount of time. I have no idea who that is. Windsor, Missouri. Everybody tries to call me while I'm on the stream. I'll get back to them when we take a break for lunch. We have air wings with no mission. Oh, it's our fighters in Mongolia.
No, I'm with you on that, though. I feel like the iron has cooled.
Yeah.
I feel like some 4 or 5 years ago, it would have maybe been the most hyped release of all time.
Even like 2 or 3 years ago, but there's like this level of fatigue now that's like, come on, Gabe, just announce the game.
I'm getting the sense that it's not happening, to be honest
with
you.
Well, it seems like there's no will from anyone at Valve to actually make it happen. Is the
like
impression I get.
I've seen no indication that they're even in development.
Like their corporate strategy is just like let everyone do what they want, and nobody wants to work on Half-Life, is what it seems like. So,
I mean, have you seen any indication that they'd even started development? I haven't. Like, that's the basis of the meme.
When I was at PC Gamer, the top secret info that I got from an insider close to Valve was that they had someone in Eastern Europe taking concept photography, and he was like, what game does that sound like? Taking pictures of ruins in Eastern Europe, eh? And that was like in 2013, so at the least they have probably done some concept art or something that is Half-Life related, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all that to say, my personal prediction is I don't think it ever happens.
Alright, we can finally start fiddling with our lines of battle here.
I'll probably incur some internet hate for that prediction, but that is my prediction.
So let's go ahead and just have our Marines continue to advance across the north here, and then Patton's guys. I don't even want you to worry about this part of the front anymore. I'm going to let the Marines handle that, and I want you guys to advance.
And yep, some grand march west to knock the Soviets out of the war.
Yeah,
it's
happening. I want to capture the oil fields, and yeah, let's focus on getting the oil fields on lockdown for now. So that was this province, I believe. Man, there's a lot of mud. That's going to bog down our tanks like no other. Which province was it? It's this one. So, yeah. We'll just use this river as a stopping point for now. Go, Patton, go! And Eisenhower, he needs orders. So he's gonna just advance straight to the Urals. That's what I'm gonna have him do. So let's go ahead and just stop at the mountains.
It's Urals.
People always hassle me about how I pronounce stuff.
You have no room to talk, editor.
I'm an editor, not a speech coach.
You dog on my colons, I'll dog on your pronunciations.
I didn't dog on your colons. I dogged on the law professors that told you could use a colon in place of other pronunciation. I don't pin that on you. Or other punctuation. See, again, I'm better at writing than I am at talking. Alright. So we've got the big push west lined up.
No longer quite so massive a nation on that map.
No.
We've taken a...
Well, it shows you that the Soviet Union looks big, but they really don't have any strategic depth in the West. Like, it's... The Russian nation has always kind of been, you know, from the Volga River system over to the Urals. This is not really anything over here. Also, I should have some MPs in Oregon, don't I? Has that line really not produced anything yet? Oh yeah, they're still training. We're down to 100,000 manpower, so we're probably going to have to pass a stricter conscription law soon, but we will wait until the last moment that we have to do that. And I'm just going to do you a favor and hook around here so that you guys don't get all bogged down trying to take provinces that don't really matter. Let's we see we have an opportunity for our armored division to cut off this pocket here if we move fast. I think it's one unit, so it's not like we'll overrun a huge portion of the Soviet army. Oh, and they made it out. And we'll just have you go in and take these remaining provinces. Oh, they're putting up a stiff fight.
I think they're starting to realize that it's coming down to it.
Yeah, well, and there's the rubber banding effect too. Like the closer we get to the Soviet industrial heartland, the more of a defense they're going to be able to mount.
Which is going to weaken them against Germany, though.
Yeah.
Like they're damned if they do, damned if they don't.
Right, and they've still got troops on the Iraq-Iran Turkish border, which it looks like they're even being pushed back. So, I know I'm not making very effective use of air power right now, but we will eventually. Part of it is that I haven't been able to really deploy close air support.
Conquering Russia is about boots in the ground, man.
Well, yeah, but air support will make it go much faster and will take a lot fewer casualties, which at this point, I mean, if we look at the Soviet-Turkish war, we've lost 63,000, still not a lot, especially compared to the 3 million that the Soviets have lost.
Not even to Vietnam.
Yeah, we probably lost more to attrition than we have to actually... By the way, do I have all of my Marines assigned to this? 23 divisions, so I need to get that commandoed. No! Jeez, why does that keep happening? It always wants to merge Patton's army with Patch's army. I'm sure that there's some misclick that I'm doing over and over, and people who watch this later will know what mistake I'm making, but to me it just seems like it keeps happening by itself. Okay, redraw the front line. No. And I have to redraw my offensive line. Which river was it I was trying to take? I guess I might as well just go for a bigger push. They can handle it. Okay. And I realize I'm leaving part of the line undefended here, but I'm not too worried about that. I guess I can tell Patch to cover it. Just for the time being, it's not going to be a front for much longer. Oh, and I forgot to tell Eisenhower to execute his invasion. There we go. I'm hitting the small X button on picture to delete. Okay, I will make sure I don't do that anymore. And I might have to manually micro my Marines again. Oh, they are moving, it's just Siberia.
Because Siberia.
Because Siberia. Living in Siberia.
James Brown singing about Siberia. That'd be interesting. I would.
The funny thing is, I could not have told you who the original artist of that song was, other than Weird Al Yankovic. I think I have some divisions that I'm actually missing.
Goodbye. What?
Hmm?
See ya, buddy.
Who's leaving?
Sebastian Mueller, I
Oh.
think.
Yep, thanks for tuning in.
Have a good day.
Yep. Alright, everybody should be assigned to their proper orders now. Have my MPs deployed yet? I want to get them out to Japan as quickly as possible. Advanced artillery upgrades.
What is left?
Anti-air, improved anti-air, towed anti-tank. Pretty soon we'll be able to get jet fighters. Might as well finish this tree, even though we're not really doing strategic bombing. Yeah. Everyone has their orders. Keep on building infrastructure. So we can speed up the advance. Make sure that didn't offset any of our essential construction. It did not.
Can you please explain how to assign Air Force? I think that might be what you're trying to say.
Yeah, so I have some planes in reserve right now. Actually, I have some here in Urumqi. So if you see this fighter wing right here, I'm just going to deploy them by right-clicking on the Great Step. So they will now be deployed there. I'm going to go ahead and set a higher limit for them. And then if I click on the Great Step Air Region, I can give them an air superiority order.
And thanks for the YouTube followers, guys. We're now over 200 subscribers.
Awesome. Yeah, our channel hasn't even been around that long.
About a month and a half, actually.
Because I had a personal channel that had been around for a long time that I didn't really do anything with, and I think we've already surpassed that that channel for followers. Make sure we have minimal overlap going on here. Yeah. Nice continuous front. Everyone's doing what they need to be doing. And we are pushing the Soviets back. Should make sure I'm managing my occupation correctly. We want lowest occupation in all these areas. Getting really low on manpower now. It's about time to pass extensive conscription. We won't really need all that extra manpower to win the war, actually. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tell each of these production lines to just finish off one more batch of units and then stop. Because I don't think we're going to need any more than that. That'll help us conserve manpower a little bit. We should also check on our training division, which now has 72 people in it. Is probably just costing us a load of attrition. Yep. So, got a lot of boots on the ground. Much larger army than we will probably need to win the war.
And then once the Axis are taken down and the Comintern is taken down, the El Salvadorian menace can be dealt with, and we'll probably wrap it up
fascist El Salvadorians.
And we'll probably wrap it there.
Yeah. All right, we'll send you guys to MacArthur. And we've almost got another batch trained. These tank divisions I really want to get to the front. Slow, slow march across Siberia. Yeah, Eisenhower is actually going to outpace everyone else. Not only because he has more troops, but because there's actually some roads and stuff down here, I think. So, it's not just like marching through the forest for hours on end. We've taken Alma-Ata. Tashkent is just ahead. I think Samarkand is around here somewhere too, if I remember my Europa 4. It might be further south, actually. It might not even be relevant in this era. I just know that it's an important city in the my usual areas of study, which is much earlier in the timeline than where we are right now. Someone in chat's gonna be like, "Yes, Samarkand got burned down in the 1600s or something." Yeah. Let's okay, so that mountain province has some resources that we probably want. So we're going to go ahead and make that part of the line of attack.